I'm Rakim, of course, you know that. But today, my topic is going to be the concept of a puzzle and how Kafka on the Shore structure resembles it. Alright, so this is like some of the puzzle features, if you may know. There are different forms of puzzles, including picture puzzles, logic puzzles, mathematical puzzles, and it's like Sudoku puzzles, if that's what you call them. Alright, I'm going to break the characteristics of a puzzle in 4 phrases: desired solutions, significant purpose, completeness, and difficulty. A puzzle is intended for someone to put together pieces in a logical way to come up with a desired solution. Each piece of the puzzle has a significant purpose. Without a piece of the picture or of the picture will not be complete.
Mr. Leasing, please contact the main office. Mr. Leasing, please contact the main office. We have a parent here for you.
Alright, so as I was saying, the puzzle will not be complete without that one piece. It's just something that does not fit inside the puzzle. Alright, and configuring each piece of the puzzle can be quite difficult. Some people take a long time doing puzzles and like stress out doing them because they're very difficult. Some of them may be easier than others, but there's some sort of difficulty when you do puzzles. You cannot just do it with your eyes closed now. That's impossible unless you've done the puzzle before. Alright, I'm sure you're wondering how this puzzle concept is relating to the book. In Kafka on the Shore, each chapter is a puzzle, and Kafka on the Shore is just one big picture. It creates a big picture concept from the book that cannot be concluded without previous textual evidence referring back to the puzzles. So, without a chapter in the whole book, you may be lost in thought trying to put pieces together of the puzzle. But since every chapter is well constructed and has a lot of information in it, it's going to be able to come all together at some point. Alright, back to the 4 main characteristics that I was talking about in the beginning of the presentation: desired solution, significant purpose, and completeness and difficulty. These 4 characteristics fit Kafka on the Shore in some sort of way. Desired solutions. In the book Kafka on the Shore, there's not many conclusions that we can set forth through the textual evidence, but we do come up with a lot of conclusions. Most of the conclusions are desired conclusions, desired solutions. We each have our theory of what happened and what comes together with what. And Kafka has multiple riddles, and several of the riddles combined and make the possibility of a solution that takes shape. There will be different solutions for each reader. I'm sure we had different solutions when we were reading Kafka on the Shore, like during seminars. We all had different views, and some of us disagreed with each other. It all depends on how you would like to interpret it. It all depends on your opinion on things and how would you interpret the book. All right, significant purpose. Each character has a significant purpose in the book. Like Nakata, every character has a significant purpose. Without one character, the book will be quite confusing. Like I said, without that one piece to the puzzle, it would not be complete. Some characters in the book are more significant than others, but they come together and they all come together and complete each other. Well, that's my next topic, completeness, but don't change it yet. Alright, so Nakata. Nakata is a strange old man. He's quite amusing also. He has strange features. He was born He was as young, and then he got into an accident. Now he's not as bright as he was before. He's significant because Nakata's guiding the way for everyone. He's guiding everyone to a different world. Without Nakata, none of them would have been even presented or introduced to that other world. Kafka is the main character of the book. Kafka is out on a journey, and he has a lot of other people to help him on that journey, and he come across to guide him throughout those processes. He may not have crossed paths with Nakata, but he came real close of crossing paths with Nakata. Miseki is an old lady just like Nakata. And back to one of the topics that we had in class about both of them being empty. Miseki is stuck in the past, and Nakata wants to be in his past so he can be smart as he was before. It's very complicated for them, but the interest stone will lead the way for them. And it involves a lot of tactics for them to get to where they need to get so they can go into their utopian society, you could say. Who was another character? Oshima and Hoshino. They're both guided people throughout the journey that helps each of the main characters. You can consider Nakata and Kafka two different main characters. They like split. So Hoshino helps Nakata find the interest stone and help him open and close it. And for Kafka, Oshima gives insight on him every time he talks to him, and tells him about the Greek myths and studies that he knew about, so Kafka can understand the realization of what he's going through and the complication of his journeys. All right, you can switch. All right, completeness. You don't have to read this quote, but this is the quote about when Oshima was talking to Kafka about how no character is complete, that each character has another half of them. It may not, some of them may be male, some of them may be female, some of them may be female. Well, there's two components of a person, and some of us are not sure which components that we are, but we soon come to find it, like how Kafka finds his other half when Nakata dies. Nakata was not technically Kafka's other half, but when he went out to the woods, he found out what a different road was like. So that's quite interesting that he's able to do that and then come back to his real life. He had a decision. And for Nakata, it was what he was destined to do, is what he wanted to do. He knew something was going to happen if he had opened the interest stone, and he died, unfortunately. But that's more the better for Kafka. It gives him a chance to go into a new life without having the complications of the interest stone being opened, because it's closed now. All right, also finish interpreting the quote. No one is actually always happy with this arrangement. When we were born, female, male, blah, blah, blah. But you learn to deal with it. And some people like to commit suicide because they're not happy with this. But you stick with what you have throughout your whole life.
Trinae Draper, please report to the main office. Trinae Draper, please report to the main office.
Stick with what you have throughout your whole life and deal with it. It may turn out better than you thought it would be. All right. I have a puzzle for you guys. See if you can solve it. You read each line aloud without making any mistakes. If you make a mistake, you must start again without going any farther. Read each one of these.
This is this puzzle. This is puzzle. This is how puzzle. This is to puzzle. This keep puzzle. This is someone puzzle. This is busy puzzle. This is for puzzle. This is about puzzle. This is 40 puzzle. This is seconds puzzle.
All right. Did you see it different? Like, did you see anything? No. Okay. Well,
I saw it.
3 phrases. Hold on. On the third word, read it from the top to bottom.
This is how they keep someone busy for about 40 seconds.
Exactly. You didn't know that when you first read it, did you?
Yeah,
No, you probably did saw it before, but did you notice
No,
it?
I didn't notice that.
See, that's the thing. Puzzles are quite confusing and quite difficult when in the beginning of them, but once you get the hang of it, it's very easy to put the pieces together. Like, for this puzzle, this is like a logic puzzle. Some people may not get it. Some people may get it, but this is how you keep someone busy for 40 seconds. So, like, this is very related to the book because at first, Murakami pushes you towards trying to come with a conclusion, but then he goes another path. You're confused, and then you're trying to put these puzzles together, but there's no desired solution. Like, there's no complete conclusion that you can make. Like with this is a conclusion because you know that this is how you get about. Well, Kafka, each chapter, each of these phrases can be considered a chapter. If I were to take one of these phrases out, it wouldn't sound correct. It wouldn't sound correct. This how to keep it's confusing, right?
Yes.
So, like taking a chapter out of the Kafka on the Shore, it would not be complete. It's not going to make any sense. So each chapter has a significant purpose. Going back to that topic, each chapter has a significant purpose. Like each word and each phrase have a significant purpose. All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you did take something out, like if you took out the whole, like the little, don't you know the articles like in the book that talked about the incident, that recorded the incident?
Incidents?
Yeah.
Well,
If you took those out, like, do you think the reader would be more confused? Would it add to the story? Like, how do you feel?
Well, those interviews that they have with those people hold a significant purpose because each interview has a person's point of view on what happened in the event. If we didn't get all those opinionated interviews on the event, we wouldn't really have a clue about the event because only thing in the beginning of the book, when we first heard of it, it was just, we was talking to a police officer maybe? No, the doctor. But he wasn't actually there when it happened, but the teacher was. When the teacher has a better point of view on it than the doctor, and it tells you exactly what happened. Like when you read that portion of when she was talking about she was beating him and all that stuff, and she was on her period, and there was blood everywhere.
Yeah, I remember.
You would be confused. Like you're like, what happened? But in all reality, that held a significant purpose in the book. And each one of those interviews guides you higher and higher to knowing what's happening with the whole book and why Nakata is the way he is and why Nakata strives to become normal again. Alright, so back to my conclusion. Murakami made this book not to confuse you guys, but to allow you to think and have different opinions on the book itself. Like I said before, the structure of Kafka on the Shore makes you think, it makes you wonder, why did he do that, why did he do this, and how it relates to what. And the idea of a puzzle challenges your mind, just how the book does. The more pieces you have put together, the better of a conclusion you have, like each chapter. If you had half of the chapter, like 20 out of 40, you will be stuck at hello, like, what would you do? And the more chapters there are, the harder it is to complete. That's my presentation.